minds think alike. Great minds podcast. Great minds think alike. Great minds podcast. Great minds think alike. Great minds podcast. Great minds think alike. Let's rock. You're now tuned into the Great Minds podcast. You're now tuned into.
All right, welcome to the Great Minds podcast. This is Derrick.
This is Vaughn.
And we're here with a couple of guest hosts. Couple of the homies pulled up, Chid. Longtime friend, our man Tone, a.k.a. Notes from True Soul. Two of our homies for over 20 years. And we're going to come through to talk about some unpopular opinions.
Let's get to it.
Word. Basically the stuff that people keep in a group chat, but, you know, in the Great Minds podcast, you're going to record it and let it fly. So, there we go.
And also, this ain't a diss to anybody. So we respect everybody. We name anybody. Love everybody. We love everybody that we talking about, but just unpopular opinion. That's all it is. So don't take it personal.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna get it started. All right. I'm gonna start with Erykah Badu and Jill Scott. All right. All right. First of all, I just want to say, I love how our people love Erykah Badu and Jill Scott. I think they have a great vibe.
They do.
If you're in the incest burning,
see where this is going.
Candles, leather sandals. If that's your vibe, it's cool. It's just not for me. To be honest, I can't name a Jill Scott song on the top of my head.
Long walk.
Easy.
I'm sure I heard it. If it's on, I'm not like rushing to turn it off.
Okay.
From Erykah Badu, outside of Window Seat, Tyrone, and Next Lifetime, I don't need any of their catalog.
You don't need any of their catalog.
Outside of that, no. I mean, I'm not saying I'm rushing to turn it off.
Right.
But I don't have any of it anywhere where I listen or stream music.
So if it comes on, if it comes on in a mix, you fast forward through it.
On
a playlist.
Probably.
Hey, so check it out. Derrick, do you respect their craft, their art? You know, Jill Scott is dope vocally. You know what I mean? Erykah Badu, she's okay to me, but you know, in terms of just their artistry, you just can't get down with them in terms of their music.
Yeah, I respect what they do because they've had longevity in the game. There's tons of people that like them, so maybe it's just me, and that's why we're here on Unpopular Opinions.
I'm definitely one of those tons of people who like them.
Yes, okay. I'm one of those tons too.
Me too.
Is a fact. I'm a huge Erykah Badu.
I'm more Jilly than Erykah, but both of them, I respect both of them I can get with though.
And I like their vibes. Like I think they're probably like cool women. Like I'm not saying that. I just don't need I don't need the music. I don't.
But why? Like you said a bunch of things that you liked about them, and then you said that you still don't like their music.
Like the music just doesn't hit for me. I mean, give me Jhené Aiko, give me Snow Allegra, give me.
And you don't think that those are like the mothers of that type of style that you are saying, like Jhené?
Yeah, possibly. I guess they taught them too well. So I mean, but yeah, Next Lifetime I would say is probably like for me. Next Lifetime is probably a top 30, 40 song for me R&B. Like I really like that.
Window Seat, you like Window Seat one?
Window Seat's cool. Got a nice little bop to it. And I'm not saying I dislike it. It's just I'm not on that type of time. So like when people had the verses was on and all that, everybody how Facebook is. Everybody want to do what the vibe is. I'm just like,
okay.
You wasn't checking the verses at all.
Nah, I'll stream something on Netflix. I'm good.
So you telling me not Jill Scott, Erykah Badu was a rapper, right?
Yeah, that's cool. I'm sure she was good at it. I'm sure she was good at it.
I ain't mad at you. Okay.
All right, Tom, what you got?
All right, so I'm gonna go a little bit different route here. I'm gonna go the food route.
Okay.
So one of my favorite foods to eat is pizza. Hands down, I can eat pizza. A few times a week, if not more. I try to limit it. The cheese and everything, but I love pizza. But what I find interesting is the toppings. We're gonna go deeper with toppings.
Right.
I'm real simple. Creature of habit. I probably get cheese, sausage, whatever the case may be. Real simple.
Ugh.
But people have the audacity to put pineapple on pizza. There is no way. There's no way. No. There's no pineapple does not belong on pizza at all, ever. I don't care where you at.
But it gives it that tangy flavor, though.
Nah, I don't eat tangy pizza.
No.
Why would you want tangy pizza, though?
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Now I said the same thing until you had it, and then you understand why everybody like it.
I could do pineapples on pizza.
I tried it once.
Weird people, because I know I'll get flack for it for like having pineapples on pizza. But
so what's y'all go-to toppings?
Pause, sausage.
Okay.
I mean, pepperoni's cool, a little too salty for me.
Right.
Boy, but I'm good with a cheese slice too.
Me too, all day. I keep it real plain. Like, I don't need the buffalo and the white Sicilian. I don't even need all that.
I'll do the buffalo. I'll do the buffalo.
I'll do it, but I'm never gonna buy it though. I'm never gonna buy it. I'll eat it, but I'm never gonna buy it.
All right.
You know what's banging though? A tie-dye pizza with pesto.
Word.
Pesto on it. That's banging.
I like pesto
that's banging.
Too.
So that's pretty much that's my go-to. That's my go-to to go with that, and then regular cheese. I really don't need everything else on it though.
Pineapple's
That's just
disgusting.
me. I eat it though. I eat it, but I don't need it.
Would you eat pineapples separate from that?
Yeah, pineapple's separate. Absolutely. It's a dope fruit. Just doesn't belong on pizza. That's all.
Fair enough. All right, Chad, what you got?
All right. Growing up in a household, being Nigerian, it was only a couple things we listened to.
Right.
This is gonna sound sacrilegious, but I might know one verse from a Prince song. Just one.
Nah, I can get that.
Just one. Only thing we listen to in my house is Michael Jackson, Sarafina. So don't ask me about so I would know whatever the popular Prince song is, first verse, but you don't know a song unless you know the second verse.
Facts.
That's where it stops for me. I'm not a Prince fan. I've never been a Prince fan. I love what he's done. I respect him. I know what he's done for the game as far as being independent.
The masters and all that.
All that. Yeah, I respect that. I've never listened to his music. I'm a little bit more flagrant than Derrick is. Like, if I do hear a Prince song in a mix, I would wonder how it got in that mix.
Whoa.
Damn,
it's almost disrespectful for you to even have a Prince song.
Almost, but I don't disrespect them. Like, I respect them.
Okay.
You respect him. You respectfully disrespect him.
I just don't listen to music.
And he got a purple shirt on.
Like, you hear about all the things, and he was just he changed his name to a character, and I mean, I understand all that, why he did it, but don't ask me to name 3 Prince songs, bro.
Well, have you tapped into it as an adult?
No, I haven't. So I can definitely say that I've been closed-minded.
Man,
the big debate, right? Like Michael Jackson, the Prince.
Right.
I'm Michael Jackson.
I'm MJ too.
I'm MJ too. I agree with that.
But I'm 100 out of 100% Michael Jackson though. Like, there's no.
Because growing up too, because Michael Jackson was different. Like, Michael Jackson was from Jackson 5 to this. He had all these wholesome songs. Prince was just straight, not straight R-rated. Like, what he was saying.
Was
very
pop
true.
Music,
yeah,
right?
He was.
And having parents who didn't necessarily listen to a lot of music. Pop music is one thing. So we had the I'm Bad. We would have had the I'm Bad vinyl in the house.
Right.
So we had the I'm Bad vinyl in the house. Definitely.
All right, I respect that. All right, I'm going right to the juggler. So
I thought my Prince joint was to the juggler.
Nah.
You ain't seen the juggler yet.
I do right here. So this is sacrilegious in our culture. I could say it, but I don't have to. And pretty much you guys know this for the most part. But I'm going to say it on wax. Now, I'll put it out there. I don't need to hear another Jay-Z song or album, another Jay-Z album ever. And
I'm saying that for a minute.
I'm one of the biggest Jay-Z fans.
Yeah,
now,
I would say that.
I'm not dissing Jay. I love Jay. It's not a diss. I love him. But I don't need to hear nothing new from Jay.
Okay.
I just don't need to hear it because I feel that he has a certain stature. He can still rap, have fun, do his thing, do some of the old records. He got a catalog is huge, but I like the business Jay. I like the stuff he's doing outside of music.
Me too.
So I feel that
Yeah.
I don't need to see him making songs a lot. This is like has a meaning. Like it's a point. Like the song with Pharrell. I don't really like it. And shit, we talked about that offline.
Yeah, I don't like that song either.
I heard it one time.
And I think he put it out for a reason. And we know why, because something came out around that time.
That's per usual.
That's per
usual.
That's what happens.
But the video for that song is the reason I think he put that song out, because it was highlighting like black entrepreneurs and stuff like that. I understand that. I ain't like that song either. But
Jay been being Jay for years. So I'd rather see Jay do his stuff, move around, still be in the culture, put others on more. Like I'd rather see like people he bringing up, like yo, not just Rihanna. I mean other people. Like yo, I got this new artist. I got Cole, but Cole came ready. I want him to bring somebody else up to see him build. So I don't need to see another Jay new song. I love Jay, but I don't need to see it.
I do have a question for you.
Yes.
Right. So what's the last new Jay-Z song that you liked?
All right, the last new Jay-Z album I bought, a song that I like, 444 had songs that I thought was all right.
That was a dope album.
I didn't stream the album. I didn't give it. I didn't care about it. Like I heard it one time, never heard it again. That's just I wasn't on it like that. The last time I bumped the Jay album for real sounds crazy. It was the Black album.
Black album a long time ago.
The last Jay album I played. That's 03.
Okay.
That's 17 years. And I'm good on it. I don't need to hear it. I don't know, man. Just me.
All right. Yeah.
No, I feel you, Vaughn. At first, I thought it was a little sacrilegious, but you said anything new from Hov. I could kind of get with that. I'm good with the catalog and what he got so far. I can go back to the old Hov, you know what I mean, and listen to that. I'm with you on 444. I mean, in terms of the last album that I actually put time and invested time into listening and giving it some play. After that,
I think that was the last one, though, right?
Well, no, he had the album with Jay Electronica that y'all probably never really checked.
Never heard. Yeah.
I heard it, but you didn't miss nothing, yo, because it was a whole mixtape. It was Jay Electronica album.
Hov was all over it. Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. And I think with Hov, the thing that kind of bothers me sometimes with him, I think it's more of a he wants to be in the limelight. Like he loves that. Like that's a drug. Like to be the man. I don't think Hov can be in the background and just really chill for too long.
No. I do have this thing to say though. It seems like with rap music, we don't like our rappers to get old. Like every other genre, you're allowed to be old, right? Yeah. You're like, he wants to be in the limelight. Like, what's wrong with him still rapping at 40, 50, right? Like Aerosmith could do as much as they want. Bruce Springsteen would have been still doing his thing. Like you will see like old R&B singers are still singing, but it's like we don't want to hear or don't want to see an older rapper.
Nah, think about this though.
I was gonna say, I think because the content of rap is different for certain people. So like, I don't think we want to hear a rapper that was rapping at 25 rapping about the same thing he rapping at 40.
Yeah, but he's not rapping about the same thing. I mean, just going back to Vaughn's point, right? Like,
I don't agree with Vaughn though. So
okay, yeah.
Check this out though. You said the Rolling Stones, right? You said Aerosmith, great rock groups.
Mm-hmm.
They're putting out new music.
No, they're not.
Right. That's the difference.
That's the difference.
Unless they are, and I'm not aware of
That's
it.
The difference.
Which could be.
I realized he's gonna box me in.
Yeah. See, well, I said new music. You can always go and play your catalog. You can go on.
Yeah, I would definitely go see Hov do like Reasonable Doubt right now.
Right. I was gonna say that. Like Hov could always go on tour, and people would flock to see him, sold out shows and everything. But just
that's what I'm saying.
New music. But yeah, on tour stuff like that.
I just want to make sure that I'll go on point to say that I don't agree with you though.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm there too. It's very unpopular.
I don't completely.
Before we jump off it though, but think about this. Think about R&B, right? R&B is different, right? Mm-hmm. But even R&B, you got Patti LaBelle. Patti LaBelle's Patti LaBelle, but has Patti LaBelle put a new album out? No. Anita Baker ain't put the album out since the first one. But she's still going on tour doing her thing.
Right.
Charlie Wilson is the only old head to probably.
They just had a verses, right? Like what was the verses?
Patty and Gladys.
From the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but see, Patty and Gladys, they got timeless music, so they don't got to put nothing else new out.
I think that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying, though.
Okay, so keep it that way.
You don't need to have nothing new because
I agree.
It start like Rakim. Rakim is Rakim. I don't want to hear Rakim drop a 16 on a new Yo Gotti song. On a new Yo Gotti song.
Right, your old stuff is good enough. It stands the test of time.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I know it's unpopular, but that's how I feel, man.
All right, I got a basketball one, right?
Oh God.
And I get tired of people saying it because I don't disagree with it. It's almost like because it sounds like it makes sense that it makes sense to people, and I'll explain. All right, Golden State would not have won a championship with Mark Jackson as the coach.
Why not?
All right, so here's what I'm saying. Mark Jackson is a very, very good coach. But I'll tell you what Mark Jackson does. He takes a bad team, changes the culture, makes them very good. But when you're a very good team, like think of Phil Jackson. Like Phil Jackson, he sees a good thing, he lets people rock. Like I'll give you an example. Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman was going to Vegas regardless.
Yeah, regardless of who was the coach.
Yep. So Phil's like, all right, let me let you go to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Rodman's thinking like, oh, he let me go to Vegas. Rodman don't even know he was going anyway. So between that, Mark Jackson did not play Draymond Green, who's the key cog. So now the opposite way, I don't think Steve Kerr can do what Mark Jackson does.
Okay.
I don't think he can take that bad team, change the culture, make these guys. But what I think Steve Kerr can do is recognize what a good team needs and take them to that next level. Like there's just certain coaches, like Thibodeau's the same way. Like he could take a bad team, make them good, but you can't play your starters 40 minutes a game. You just can't do that.
So basically, you say Mark Jackson's a good manager, but not a good director.
No, I think he's saying that Mark Jackson.
No,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say by director, I mean like by manager, meaning that you can manage the people a little bit, do your thing, but you can't have that higher responsibility. So
Yeah, I think
like a director will manage everybody. Mark
yeah,
Jackson,
I think part of getting that team to the next level is kind of like backing up sometimes and just kind of letting things be. And I think like that's what Phil Jackson was great at. I don't know if Phil Jackson could have taken a bad team. We never saw it.
He wouldn't do it.
Phil's smart enough to be like, yo, I got this here. I can manage it here. And I think Kerr got a lot of that from Phil Jackson. Like you can't rock. But I feel like the way people look at it, like, yo, Kerr won it the next year. Mark Jackson would have did the same thing. And I just don't think that was the case.
He lucky as hell.
Hey, no.
Oh yeah, he's definitely lucky. But
Perfect timing.
I think Kerr learned a lot of that approach. Like, yo, I'm gonna kind of let these guys do their thing. Like they're very good. Like I coach a really bad team and I coached a really good team.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I coached a good team, I'm just like, yo, I didn't change my plays. I didn't do anything.
They just ran them better.
But all the shots are going in now. So I had a kid that I say a kid, you know how you want your kids to go straight up. This kid used to do some old crazy cradle layups. And I used to always say something. I'm like, yo, he makes it 9 out of 10 times. Let me just shut up.
Yeah.
It's going in. So because of that, I think people look at it closed-minded and think like, oh, he got him there. But like, I think certain guys get you over the hump. And I don't think Kerr could have done what Mark Jackson could have done. And I respect Kerr because he always gives Mark Jackson props too.
He better.
Yeah. So go ahead.
And let me ask you this, Derrick. And I want to make sure I heard your original statement correctly. Are you saying any of the Golden State championships, Mark Jackson wouldn't even do it, even the one with KD?
I mean, you could coach a team with KD. I'm talking about the original,
the very first one. Okay,
I'm talking about the very next season. I don't think they win that with Mark Jackson.
Okay, all right. Okay.
But they wouldn't even make the playoffs if you ain't gonna play Draymond Green.
Yeah, that's
like, why are you not playing Draymond Green?
Yeah, it's
he wasn't good that time.
Probably would have had them playing too.
What's that?
Right, a totally different style. Like they were playing like a more open style, kind of like a Long Beach, Steve Kerr, Phil Jackson, let them kind of play how they want. Well, not necessarily Phil, because Phil had them like running the triangle specifically, but like you said, managing those personalities and kind of doing that type of stuff. And Mark Jackson wasn't necessarily into the structure.
And Draymond offered so much relief. Like Steph don't have to bring up the ball all the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Drake could get the ball. Drake could play the 5. Drake can get the rebound, bring it up, find shooters. He's a good passer, does a little bit of everything. So that's just my unpopular opinion. But I hear a lot of people say that, and it just kind of burns me up.
So it's because Mark Jackson hasn't got a shot to coach since that. That's why people are still always bringing.
Nah, he should have a job.
Absolutely. At least opportunity. Should have been an opportunity.
Absolutely. But I think a lot of that is like some of the religious statements and some of the comments he made about the group that'll be on you. So
Leave it
all right,
alone.
I digress.
If people don't want you, they'll find anything to use that excuse
Absolutely.
to not give you a chance. But
I think he's a good coach, and
yeah.
Again, I don't think Kirk did what he did, and vice versa.
Vice versa. Cool. Okay. All right, we're gonna go to the music route this time. I think this might be a little wild. This one right here. So so this artist mother name right here. There's two segments. So I guess two different I guess scenarios or platforms for this. You have a mixtape, the mixtape artist, so the artist in this mixtape.
Right.
And you have the commercial artist. Mixtape artist and the commercial artist. The commercial artist, I don't like. I think the music is overrated. But I love the mixtape artist.
We know what this is.
The artist is Drake.
Yes.
His music is overrated. His music is overrated. I've been saying it for years. I love mixtape Drake. I could listen to it all day, every day. But once he got commercial, started singing and all the other stuff, nothing against his voice because he has a decent voice. But when I think about singers, Drake is not even in my top 1,000 people I think about. So I don't want that from Drake, especially how dope of a lyricist and how filthy he can get. I don't need singing Drake. I think his music commercially is over. Once he got the commercial and all the pop stuff, I think his catalog is overrated. I think it's overrated, but I love mixtape Drake. But
all right, so is it over?
Yeah. Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
You know this?
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is overrated for you because of where you spend your weekends. So like certain Drake songs I didn't like until I heard it out somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you gotta hear those things when you're outside.
Okay.
Right? So, like me, I'm outside. Like so when those songs come on, it's different. Like Drake hits different.
Right.
I get you when you're outside. You can talk to anybody who goes to parties or goes to like brunches or like that's where that music hits at. Like that in the radio. But if you're not listening to the radio, where else are you gonna hear music? True. And it's just like you got to be outside to hear what happens when it goes off in whatever club or lounge or brunch you're at. And if you're not doing those things, then like because it's all about like even like with COVID now. Right? So when things are shut down, like music doesn't have the same feel as it would. Like certain songs that drop and you're like, oh well, this is okay. But if you're outside, things just sound different. People move different.
It's where you're playing it, right? So like you got people that you put strictly, all right, yo, if I'm listening to say Logic, right? Logic is a headphone rapper. I mean, you gotta put your headphones on, you gotta listen to what he's saying.
Everything.
Because what he's saying is crazy. But if you hear it in your car, you ain't getting that same feel. You're not really understanding what he's saying. So Drake, to me, I agree with you, Tone. Like I'm not a huge Drake fan, but I think he makes great music and he knows what to do. So when you're playing it at a club or a brunch or you know, that's what's gonna hit. And he's so smart, he knows how to make a song. So he'll make a song. Yeah, like an artist told us that we won't say the name, but like we know when he has help writing and when he's not.
Right.
So mixtape Drake is Drake. That's how Drake is. That's him. Yeah. That's a rapper. That's how he a battle rapper pretty much. But when he has these singing songs on the radio, that's not him. That's him dropping making money. Bread, making money. Yeah. So that's kind of what it is. So I think the mixtape Drake is definitely better than the regular Drake.
I get it. I get it.
I get everything y'all saying, and I ain't knocking the hustle. I understand. You know what I mean? I got to get out this mixtape thing and make some money. You know what I mean? Get my name out there and all of that. What I'm saying is, and like you guys are saying, you know, it depends on the atmosphere or where you at. If you're in the club, certain music hit different versus just playing in your car. But to me, that adds to the overratedness, which ain't a word, but that adds to it. Like people push Drake up as this dope, great rapper, which he is, but the catalog of music after, like I said, after mixtape Drake, I just can't get with. And I understand. Don't get me wrong. I get, you know what I mean, in the club, brunches, stuff like that. But I just outside, I don't even need to hear Drake.
I got an example for you. Prime example. If we rather hear "Nuck If You Buck" in your car or at a club.
Exactly.
Of course at a party. Of course at a club, a party.
Or Swag and Surf.
Or Swag and Surf. Totally different car, right?
No, you're right. I'm not listening to that in my car. You're right.
Absolutely I would never buy a Crime Mob album. Never, ever.
But check it out. People ain't pumping them up to be this great all-time group either.
Well, they're pumping him up because he has the most hits as a rapper ever. That's why.
Yeah, and I get it.
On every chart ever.
Yeah.
Again, for me, it's just it's a disappointment for me, to be honest with you. It's a disappointment.
I
get the business side of it, and I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. He charting, he making money, but like I said, that's my take. Drake's catalog is overrated.
I ain't mad at it though.
All right. So what you got?
I'm trying to see where I'm gonna go with this one. We kind of already mentioned one, like in passing, right? Okay. But I feel like that's all right. So I'm gonna go TV. Love the show.
Early homage.
Yeah, there you go. Early homage. Set up
Love
for the
show. But anytime it's on TV, I don't feel the need to ever watch it. Martin.
Oh man. Shit.
Wow.
Like, you know how people say, like, yo, Martin on. Oh, it's a Martin, what you call it? Like
a marathon
rerun, yeah.
That's cool. That's what's up.
That's cool. I'm gonna hold my thoughts because I'm following up when I'm back up the bat.
Right? Like, so it's like
you just threw me the
I love the show. I love the show when it was on.
Right. Okay.
Right?
Okay. I got it.
When it was on, I love the show. It might be because I know like all the episodes because UPN or whatever channel used to come on for us, and you were watching it for so long that it's just like it's kind of embedded New Jack City scene or Tommy like all that. But like if it was on today and I was in the house and I had nothing else to do, I'd find something on YouTube to watch.
Nah, I can watch it.
And it's not
me too, Vaughn.
And I'm not saying that it's not one of the top sitcoms. It could be. It could be on your top 5.
On yours.
On your top 5.
I don't mind on
yours.
yours.
I'm not saying it's not on mine. I'm just saying that I'm not watching it.
I think you did say that.
I can watch that. I can watch that Varnell Hill one repeatedly.
Yeah, see, I don't have to.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Please don't get Derrick started.
And as an addendum, right?
Exactly.
I really don't think, all the bad boys, like the last one was trash to me.
It was. Agreed.
Right?
I didn't think it was, okay.
It was Martin's fault.
I just started watching.
Funny.
I just started watching it. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm kind of like,
Like, nostalgia-wise, you're going to watch it because it's bad boys, right? But then
just on the strength.
On the strength.
Well, you know what I think? I think I watched it for the first time, I think like 2 weeks ago. I really watched it. The first time I saw it, I'm like, yo, I ain't like it. Like the first time I was seeing, I'm like, this is trash. I watched it again, and I see what you're saying with the Martin thing. But I think the thing with Martin, though, I think that is something else. I think it has something to do with the stuff that happened to him before. You know how he had strokes. He had strokes and some medical stuff before. So I think if you watch him, he's a little delayed with some of his stuff.
You know what? That might be it as far as like the old stuff, right? Like that might
that's what it is.
The newer stuff, right? Like that's definitely it because he doesn't have the same movements and all that. I think Martin was like a method actor, right? With the movies and things. I mean, he used to crack on Pam all the time, which was funny. It's just like if it's on TV, I don't necessarily.
He just seemed like he's like he's still Martin, but it's a step slower with certain things.
Stuff almost.
And you kind of like, all right, and I peeped it in the movie. When I watched it, I'm like, yo, it ain't moving right to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, yeah, you're right though. I get you. But Martin's a classic, but we know that.
It's absolutely a classic. I'm not saying it's not a classic. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay. I can watch Martin all day, every day. 2 quick questions for you, Chid, before we move on.
Okay.
Are you a rerun watcher of shows, any kind of show? Like, do you watch reruns of shows, period?
Yes.
All right. So what makes Martin different versus another show? Whatever show you watch as a rerun, what makes Martin different that you wouldn't want to watch it?
I think it really has to do with the fact that it doesn't feel new, right? Like I know what's gonna, like, you could re-watch a show. Like I will watch, like, let's say A Different World.
Okay.
Right. And all of those, I could have watched all of the seasons of A Different World, but I don't remember them all. So some of the episodes feel new, as opposed to like as big as Martin was, and it was like the only thing on TV at that time that we would actually watch. None of those shows feel new. Like I know every line of it, so therefore I don't have to relive. Like I rarely watch movies twice.
Yeah, I hear that.
I rarely watch movies twice. So it's like once I watch it the first time, I know how the plot's gonna go. I know where the joke's gonna come. I don't need to.
Okay, all right. So
that might be the reason.
That makes more sense.
I think it's when you watch the movie or the show at what age you are. So like you said, like if you watch, say first, Married with Children, right? I love Married with Children.
I love Married with Children.
But I was so young when they really came out. Every time I watch it seems new. It seems new when I watch it. I'm like, I remember a little bits of it, but not the whole thing. Martin, I remember being at a certain age, watching on Thursday nights at 9:00 or whatever, eating certain things. So it's embedded in your brain. So it's old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. That's definitely what it is.
Okay.
All right. I stay on the comedy tip. Go to another one. Yo, I know everybody loves him, and I think he's a great guy. I wish him well.
He's a great guy.
But I don't think Kevin Hart funny, yo. And now it's not
ever.
I don't laugh when I watch Kevin Hart. Like I think Kevin Hart, I think he's talented, very talented dude.
Of course.
Like, so I like what he does and like, everything he does. But as far as his movies, I don't like him. His stand-up, the first one I thought was funny. I can't get into it. So when I hear all the hoopla about him, I'm like, yo, it's people funnier than him. Like, that's not getting put on. Like when him and Mike Epps was having that little spat, right? And I'm like, yo, Mike Epps is a real actor. Like, he's like an artist.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So when you look at Mike Epps, he's not going to take everything. I think what Kevin Hart does, he oversaturates himself. And I think he does it works for him, but it goes against him sometimes because you're seeing him so much that you're like, well, not as much now, of course, but back like past couple years, he's on everything, this, that. It's like, yo, let me want to see you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You're not knocking his hustle because
I'm knocking his hustle.
A black man win and all that.
Yeah, his hustle is great. I think his hustle is great. I think what he does is great. I think we put people on is great. His whole team is great. Yeah, but as far as me saying like, yo, you want to see, I have a Kevin Hart show you want to go to. I'm good. Like, I just don't want. I'm not gonna laugh. Like, I'm not going
for free.
For free, I wouldn't go. I'd rather go. Not for nothing. A lesser name. I'd rather go to a Dean Edwards show. Somebody else.
Rather see David Allen Greer.
Yeah, because I want to see if he still got it. I want to see if he got it.
David,
I'm just not.
Derrick, like he never had it.
I'm just not a Kevin Hart fan, man. But I know he's doing good, and I'm glad he's doing good. But as far as his material, I don't really check for it. Like movies, I don't check for it. Like, I don't even it just be there. Like, he pop up like, oh, all right, he's doing this thing, but I don't know.
Yo, my whole family feels the same way about Kevin Hart. And
really?
Right. I remember it was like one of those Super Bowls I had when it was me and Skull. Mm-hmm. And we went to go like some Super Bowl party he had on like Facebook Live. And I could say that like being around him was funny. But like and one of his like his first stand-up or something I thought was hilarious. Everything else after that was I felt the same way that you feel, like the oversaturation, the commercialization of him, right? Mm-hmm. Like he's kind of like the method of his comedy, I'm not necessarily a fan of.
Like he's a physical comedian, so where he's gonna get there and he's gonna physically do something to make you laugh. He's going like kind of similar to
Marlon Wayans.
Yeah, like Marlon Wayans. Like
but at a higher level, I say Jim Carrey, right? Okay. Like Jim Carrey. He's a funny dude. If he sit next to you, he's gonna make you laugh. But he's gonna probably do crazy stuff. He's gonna be doing more physical comedy. Like Marlon is a good, Marlon does it all the time. Pick his leg up, put it on his shoulder. That's just his thing.
Yeah, but that type of comedy for me is not like
it's OD after a while.
It's OD. I feel like I'm more of a DL or Dave Chappelle or Chris Rock. But I feel like those guys are totally different on the opposite end.
Completely.
Yeah. Different styles.
Like more political
and you need them though, like I'm saying, but you need the Kevin Harts and that to balance to level everything out. But I think when you have the Kevin Harts and like the people that are more, I think it's kind of like cooning than me. Like it's like circuit and driving for a laugh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just me.
Hey, we love you, Kev.
In case you want to come on.
That's coming from me. I look at it like that, saying like it's like circuit and driving for a laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see Chappelle gonna do his thing, and comedians to me, why they so different? It's like the hardest job in the world to do because you got to come and make somebody laugh.
Absolutely.
Like I might come in there with an attitude like, yo, I'm not gonna laugh today. Make me laugh.
And your job is to make
your job is to do it.
Right,
so
that's what they pay for.
I get why they do what they do.
Right.
But to me, when I see you dancing too much, I'm like, come on, yo, you saw Sandman and you jazz hands and I'm like, yo, come on.
I hear you, Vaughn. I think for Kevin Hart, I think his business model is, let me just be in the forefront as much and as often as possible, so people don't forget about me. Especially with so many different options, and people to choose from or things to tap into. He like, all right, if I'm on your mind all the time, even if you hate me, you're gonna tune in, even if it's to hate on me. But I got you tuning in. Right. Even if you like me, I got you liking me. So I think that's his thing. I get what you're saying from the oversaturation piece, but I think that's kind of what Kevin Hart is like. Let me just be in front of the camera as much as I can.
So having children, like you have to have seen some Kevin Hart movies.
Yeah.
No,
I've seen a few.
I'm trying.
I saw Think About the Man when I was kids, but not Night School. I saw by accident.
I didn't see that.
I was watching TV and it popped up. I said, "Let me check it out." And I laughed a little bit, but it had my man Rami Malco in it.
That's my dude.
There was a bunch of other dudes, so it bounced out. You know what I'm saying? Like everything was balancing out, like what was going on. And then the fight movie with Ice Cube.
I ain't Ride Along.
Which was Ride Along too?
Wrong movie. Wrong movie. It was Ride Along.
Paper Soldiers.
Now I'm talking
about Paper Soldiers.
Yeah. Ice Cube.
I was like, what is that?
I was thinking about the fight.
You talking about Creed?
Nah. Ice Cube had a fight movie when he was a teacher, and he got into a fight. It wasn't Kevin Hart though. It was a white dude. Got into a fight with, but I gotta mix it up.
Definitely didn't see that movie.
Mandela effect.
Nah, but I like Kevin Hart, man. I'm glad what he's doing, but as far as like all that, like I'm not really checking for him like that. But I still want him to be successful. He don't care. He's making mad money, but what I'm saying is what other comedians say too.
I've heard that before too.
And that's why there was always a beef between Kevin Hart and everybody else. The people were like, yo, I've been doing this for years, but they're gonna pick one black dude and bring him up, and he gonna be the next. Like they say, you had like
not controversial until he had controversy.
You safe,
right?
You safe. You know what I'm saying? And then when he got that, everybody kind of like it is resentment. It's jealousy too.
Some resentment,
It's jealousy.
Because of the oversaturation and his success.
Right. Everybody's like, yo, so Hollywood gonna put one black comedian. You had Eddie, then you had Bill Bellamy for a little bit in some couple movies. You know what I'm saying? Then you had who else you had in the '90s besides Bill? Like once Def Comedy Jam came, they gave more black comedians a chance.
Def Comedy was
Bernie Mac finally got a shot. DL came out. Steve Harvey doing his thing. See, Steve Harvey on everything. You know what I'm saying? He hosts everything. Then Kevin Hart coming in. But Kevin Hart came in with who coming in with like the Ari Spears dudes like that. Mike Epps. And they kind of like Chris Tucker was the next guy. So it's like now it's Kevin Hart's turn. Everybody's like, that's cool, but he ain't really that funny. Like a lot of people say, like, yo, put me in a room with him. I'm gonna kill the crowd more than he is. So it brings that animosity up. And I think the way he does it ain't his fault. Like it ain't his fault they love him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it is what it is.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, wish you well, Kev. I love Kevin Hart. I'm so I don't like the comedy.
Unpopular opinion. That's all.
Yeah, that's all.
That's it. Unpopular opinions. That's it.
All right, so here's my other one. I might lose my black card for this one, but we here for it. So this one's back on Martin, and that's why I kind of let you cook because I got my own stuff, right? King of Queens is better than Martin. like hands down. Not even close.
No. You're right. As far
they
as
have so much depth in their episodes between Doug and Arthur Spooner, Deacon, Carrie, all the side characters. Because look, if you ask me this at 15, I'm picking Martin.
Right.
Like,
of course,
right.
At as a 30 plus year old man, Sinead's not funny to me. I don't need a practice smile. I don't need old Otis. I don't need Jerome.
Like,
I don't need Mom.
So that's
Otis crazy funny.
That's why it's just like those joints come on and it's like,
yeah, I don't need Mama Payne. I don't need Varnell Hill. Did you miss me? I don't need it. Give me that adult comedy. Give me Arthur Spooner coming up from the basement saying something crazy and going back.
But you're old though. The thing is, these shows that came out, you comparing Martin that came out in 19. First of all, Fox put everybody on. A lot of shows came on Fox because Fox was the independent network.
Before UPN and all that.
Living Color. That. And the thing about Fox though, now before you finish that, the thing what you're saying, I get it. I get what you're saying because now you're older, like you see things differently. but that Martin was made for that time period in 1991 to 95 or whatever it was. He had Biggie on, Outkast on.
I liked it when it was on.
No, but I'm saying that's what I'm saying. You liked it when it was on. That's what matters. Now you old mature. I didn't watch King of Queens until I was 26 years old.
Same here.
When it was coming on, I wasn't checking for CBS and seeing what Doug. I know who Carrie Heffernan was. I know who any people were. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that. I don't think all shows in that era is better than King Queens. It's just like what you said. It's for that time, and for me, that's why it's better. Like if Martin and Pam's banter is second to none. Like that, I still laugh at.
Yes.
When he cracks on Cole, when he cracks on Tommy. If the show was just that, it would be close. But when you start adding on this stuff, I don't need to see Mama Payne. I don't need to see any of it.
I'll give you Mama Payne. I'll give you Shanae. Let me see.
You still laughing at Otis?
And Roscoe. You laughing at Otis and Roscoe?
Otis is funny. Roscoe. Otis is funny. Dragonfly Jones is funny.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Jerome 50-50 with Martin, of course, is funny.
Martin, of course. Yeah, no.
Of course, Martin is funny. And like you said, Martin and Payne. But like again, I'm a huge Martin fan. Can watch it all day, every day.
And think about this. Martin's playing them characters too. He's writing and doing all that stuff. So that's showing
I'm not saying he's not talented.
Yeah, respect
that.
Yeah,
I'm not seeing in my man Kevin James playing anything but the same Doug.
You know what I'm saying? He don't need to
comedy.
He don't need to.
I mean, he got the residuals from, like you said, from the show. Yeah, but
But you know I mean, King Queen's probably in my top 3 though. Hands down.
I don't put King Queens. I watch King Queens every.
It's a good show. I like the show
every night. It's a good show. I love the show.
Yeah.
But when I think of my favorite shows, I don't think about it.
Me neither.
Like, but it's still a good show though. That's what I'm saying. Before I go to bed, I put it on. I go to sleep with it on.
Put you to sleep.
Yeah, not for real.
Snooze fest.
Snooze fest. Like, all right, yeah, I see this episode. I'm going to sleep.
Oh my goodness. All right, Tone, you good.
All right, so for my last one, I'm gonna keep it TV shows, and I'm gonna go binge watching, and I'm gonna watch a lot of shows. It's like Derrick, Ron, Chid. We all watch shows. We share ideas and stuff like that. So for me, I know this is a huge.
Someone says for me 2 times.
I know it's about to be crazy.
I don't think it's that crazy for me. I know, what I mean. You got Twitter, you got Instagram, you got Facebook, social media, just the news, everything. And people will do whatever they need to do to stay away from those things in order not to have spoilers. I do not care about spoilers. They don't bother me. You can tell me the whole season from episode 1 to 10 to 13, and I still watch it with the same zeal, the same intensity, the same passion. I do not care about spoilers. It does not ruin my day. I'm not trying to stay away from Twitter. I'm not looking for it, but I'm also not staying away from Twitter or Facebook, try to not see spoilers or anything like that. I don't care. I'm still gonna watch the show. I want to see how it plays out.
Yeah, Alien. I care about that.
I don't care. I don't care. Like, literally, I don't care about it, at all. Like, you could call me, tell me about it. I'm going to watch the show. Like, I want to see how it plays out, even though you tell me everything about it. I want to see how it plays out.
I just don't like if I catch a show late and somebody posted about it, I feel like that's on me. But what I have a bigger problem with is like people that are rushing just to be the first one to say something. Now that's whack. That's whack. And secondly, what I don't like what people do is they'll be like, wow, let's just say Ghost. Wow, Ghost. Like, and then you'd be like, yo, why are you even saying anything? Like, well, I didn't say what Ghost is gonna do. Like, all right, I saw him in a fight. He's probably gonna kill somebody because you said wow. You didn't say wow because he was just reading a book. So like, don't tell me nothing.
I get it. But you could. I mean, not that I'm looking to hear everything. It doesn't bother me because I'm still gonna watch the show. I want to see how it all plays out for myself. Like, for me, that's
that we're in. No, like, it's that rush to be first.
Yeah, and for what?
I get it.
Everyone wants to be the first one to report some news, or the first one to report something. Yeah. Right, like everyone, because we all have cameras and camera phones, and you can just post your thoughts right away. People want to get a following, right? Like, that's why like Instagram is followers, right? And right, so it's everyone wants to be the person to break the news, right? Let everyone know that they watch. Like, for me, I'm the opposite of you, so I don't agree. I hate spoilers. I hate spoilers. I hate it, and for that reason, I have to take certain precautions to make sure.
I get it.
Like I won't get on social media.
Facts.
And I'll watch things as early as possible so I can go throughout the day. So like on the Stars app, you can watch Power early. You can watch Power at 9 p.m. or you can watch it at 12 a.m. when it comes out.
Right.
If I so happen to be up at 12, I'm gonna watch it at 12 from 12 to 1,
and done with it.
And then I'm done with it. So now if I'm on my phone and I'm scrolling, the spoilers, because it's always going to be somebody who wants to let me know what happened minute by minute, and then it's like, well, you should have watched it. Like, well, I did, so I'm good. But what about everybody else?
Go ahead.
Yo, my thing is why do people? You can watch it. You might talk to your people about it. But why you gotta post it? Like, I never understood that part, because it's kind of like, it's like, all right, I just watched something and it's just happening. I'm typing like, yo, what this? Yo, someone's about to get shot right now. I'm not thinking about my phone.
Like the play-by-play.
When I'm watching something, I'm watching it, digesting it. And that's the problem with everybody, like you said. So everyone must be first, but people miss out on moments because they got their phones in their hand.
Exactly.
So a lot of times, we talk about it too. Like, we don't take a lot of pictures together.
Yeah.
Because when it's that time, I'm not thinking about, yo, let me grab my phone and take this pic. Now,
enjoying the moment.
Now, I should do that more. I'm not saying I don't. It's not a problem.
Do that more, actually.
I should do that more. I should. Mm-hmm. But I like being in the moment.
Enjoying the people you're with. Yeah.
I take mental pictures.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But it's also good to chronicle.
It is.
It's a balance.
Yeah, like
it's a balance.
It's a balance.
So I have to get more on the chronicle balance.
Yeah,
like honestly, like, just level out.
I do too. Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, that definitely bugs me when I'm looking at something. I'm like, yo, why are you gonna post that? Like, I don't understand the point.
Like there's TV etiquette, and Tone and I have a group chat. The way TV etiquette is, it's not, yo, Power was fire. It's, did you watch Power? That's the question. If the answer is no, cool. End the conversation.
Don't say nothing.
Don't send me no fire emojis. Don't say yo with 10 O's after it. Just say, okay. Hit me after you watch.
But does it make it any less fire with a fire emoji?
Does it make it any less fun? I don't want to know.
You still gonna watch?
I don't want to know if it's good or bad. I want to enjoy the same experience you had.
Yeah, exactly.
Indeed.
Like the prime example at the end of Power, right? The first book or whatever you want to call it, right? Mm. We all had an idea that Derrick was going to shoot him. Like, we all had that idea in our head. We already knew piecing stuff together, but we didn't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like you knew, you didn't see it. So when someone goes, yo, I just watched Power, yo, Derrick, he a wild boy, yo, Pop Ghost, like, yo, now I took 6 years that I can't get back. And I took 6 years to watch this.
Just one moment, just one moment with a damn Derrick.
Yeah. That's it. Damn Derrick. That's
like,
cold.
I get it. I ain't say what he did.
Yo,
we said who killed Ghost?
They'll do like Chid said. Chid will watch it at 12. It'll be on demand at 12. They'll put it at 1:10, 1:05.
Yeah.
Damn Derrick.
That is true.
Phone set up, the algorithm, it'll pop up on my phone first.
Yeah. That is true. And I respect those who don't like spoilers. I wouldn't, obviously, like Derrick said, you know what I'm saying, we got to chat. I respect the etiquette, but for me, it's not a huge deal for me.
So he wants to know. Never mind.
I never want to know, but if I find out, it ain't gonna ruin my day. Like, oh man,
Tone the alien. If I find out about you, I get mad. I be mad for at least a day. Like, I can't talk to you for like a day. You know, like yo, come on, yo. I probably say, come on, really?
Yeah.
You know, I can't talk to you for at least a day.
I'm gonna block you, or at least
Word.
Like, you that type of person. I don't need that type of energy in my life.
You don't need that.
Yeah, like, come on, man. You basically a snitch.
Yeah, right. Right there. First one, you telling.
All right, Chill, you up, bro? What you got?
Yeah.
All right. One thing that I feel like everyone loves, but I'm not a huge fan of. The summertime. Summer is the last season for me in season. Right. And I think everyone loves the summer because we've been conditioned to love the summer because it's the only time you had off from school. If you had off from school in the wintertime, I think people would love the winter because you would get to play outside for 3 months out of the year. Mm-hmm. Right. I don't like being hot to the point where I can't stop sweating unless I'm playing the sport or exercising. Right. Uh-huh. I don't want to walk to my car and just sweat for no reason. I'm not saying I have a problem with sweating. I just don't like being excessively hot. Like, once you're too hot, you can't cool off. Right? But if you're cold, you can always get warm because you can layer up. But once you take your shirt off and you on the beach and you just hot, then you hot.
It's finished.
Yo, don't put too much lotion on. You good?
That's it. You really gonna be sweating. You can't put none on in the summer.
I don't know if it has anything to do with like the area that we live in, right? Because that heat, I equate the heat with the humidity too.
Yeah, that's
right.
That'd be the killer.
Humidity is disgusting.
That's the killer. Yeah.
Right. Like you know how people like, yo, it's hot outside. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be in here with the AC.
Right.
Until it cool. Like I like cool summer nights, but I don't like hot summer days.
Like in the middle of the day, is the sun beaming on you.
I'm not going outside.
There's no reason to be outside.
I get you.
Like,
I get you.
Like I'll go to DR, you go to someplace, and when the summer's at its peak, everybody, I'm not coming outside. I'd rather be in the AC, cool,
comfortable.
Yeah, that's why it goes like spring, fall, winter, summer for me.
I got that same order, I think.
I think you're totally right when it comes down to being conditioned because of school. And I think that because you're out, because you associate, I'm a summer birthday. And you pretty much a summer, you're a summer birthday. So I basically look at it like this. School's out, summer, fun.
Yeah,
that's how I associate with summer, fun. I get to go chill with people.
I mean, if you take COVID out the picture, you get to try to deal with the kids more. It's the first time you get to travel and do all those things. I think if you were able to do those things in the spring, people would love spring better than like if you were conditioned to, right? Like if we had off from February to April, right? People would love that era because if you were in school during the summertime, you wouldn't like the summer as much growing up being in school, at least up until high school, right? Because college doesn't.
Unless you love the beach.
I'm not a huge fan of.
I hate the beach too. So
right, I don't hate the beach. I mean,
give me a pool. Give me a pool.
I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. But at the same time, it's not like, oh, let me go to the beach. It's the summertime. Let me make sure I rush to the beach.
Yeah, I went twice. It's grown on me the last 2 times I went.
Yeah.
Nah.
But I need to be under the umbrella the whole time though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like the tranquility of the beach and all that. Like I'm for that, right? But I don't want to be outside. Like, give me that little tent or that umbrella, and I can chill.
With that cabana flow.
I'm not trying to tan. I'm African. I'm good.
You need that cabana flow.
Yo, but you know who don't care about the seasons? Rich people. They just travel.
It's
like,
yo,
I'm going somewhere else, but you're right though.
But a lot of people travel to warmer climates because they like, warmer climates, right?
Right. Yeah.
Like, but it also might have something to do with like,
that's also
northern
that's us.
So,
also exactly.
But you got people that could be in Florida. I got friends that are in Florida like, yo, I hate it down here. Because when it gets hot, it gets hot. Like, yo, nah, I'd rather come
Vegas,
up.
it gets hot out there. LA is great, right? But
San Diego's super nice, man. Like that weather in San Diego
is the best weather anywhere.
Even killed the whole time.
It's like 80 all day.
Yeah.
All right, Vaughn, what you got?
Last one. I love this dude.
You've been tagging all black men today, bro.
Pre-homage.
And that's the crazy thing about it, right? So I looked at my list. I was like, damn, I'm hitting all the black dudes. I'm like, yeah. So I had to keep it real though, right? Because this is something that's very popular. So I like what he's doing, like everything he's doing for the culture.
I like everything he's doing.
No, you don't.
I do. I like what he's doing. His empire.
Oh boy, I already know this.
Empire.
Yo, but I do not like 90% of Tyler Perry movies. Yo.
I'm with you.
I knew you was going to agree.
I think that's a popular opinion here.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, here it is, but not out. Because you get somebody older, Tyler Perry's like God.
Yeah, movies for sure.
I respect his grind. I respect the people he puts on, but
yes, I mean TV shows too.
Once he gets into that mode when he's dressing like somebody else, I'm gone. Don't
call me for that. I think he's a decent actor, good actor, right? And what he's doing besides that, because when he acts and doesn't play Medea, he can hold. He's all right. You know what I'm saying? Like the family that, and when he did The Family That Prays was a good movie. Why Did I Get Married? But
I like 2 movies. Why Did I Get Married 1 and 2? Don't call me
1 and 2. Nah, The Family That Prays was pretty good with Kathy Bates. And had another one. I think it was 4 joints that I liked. It was like him being regular, like it was like a regular dude just doing this thing. When he starts doing the Medea stuff, I'm
But he came out doing the Medea stuff.
In theater,
like,
yeah.
I feel like he got his prominence doing the Medea stuff.
And see, the thing about that too, I won't touch it here. We talk about it in offline. Another thing about the Medea thing that I was like, all right, it's something else that I'll talk about later. But
I know you're going with it. I got some thoughts on that too.
On camera, so he's doing the Medea thing, and he said he's gonna stop doing it, right? Because he knew what it was. He's like, yo, I gotta stop doing this, blah 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 blah. But them checks start coming, and now he put the dress back on again. And it always seems like for a black male to be successful, they don't dress, right? Now I'm not saying nothing against that, but look at Martin had his thing. We did that. Flip Wilson did his thing back in the day.
Jamie.
Who?
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie did his thing back in the day. It seems like they're always doing that, but when we do it, it's not looked at as art. We get crucified for it. But when Dustin Hoffman does it and does Tootsie, he wins an award for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you see what I'm saying? Mrs. Doubtfire, Robert Williams, stuff like that. But when we do it, I don't know if it's a cultural thing. I don't know if it's because we don't like it or we try to badmouth it. But I think that plays a part in why he puts on the dress and does the Medea stuff, which I don't really like the Medea stuff. But I know it's a need for it. But 90% of the movies I don't really like. Because I think it's bigger than that. I think if he doesn't do that, he's not who he is. Reports in Atlanta, like, because I think they have to have something on you. Like, they're like, all right, you can't just go out right and do it. They gotta have nah. We gotta make sure you gotta play the part. So playing the part for him is doing that. So I think he's bigger and better than doing that. But he goes back down to do it because it fills a void that he got to get to help out in the long run. I think it's bigger than. Yeah, I think it's bigger than everything. You know,
my only question, right, is like, if you can do movies that are good, like, you know, Why Did I Get Married, or right, and like I have seen, like, I believe I've seen 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. I believe I've seen 1 and 2.
Those are relatable to people in relationships too,
right? Like, I've seen, I saw 1 in the movies, and I think I saw 2 on TV or something at some point, right? And I'm like, all right, biases aside, this is a good movie, right? Like, these are good. So I'm like, if you can make these movies, then make more of these movies.
That's where I'm at.
But I just said why he can't make more of those movies, because
now he can't. So
now he can't.
Now he can't because he has his own studio. He can do whatever he wants. So now it's just like, are you going to continue or not, right? Because you
that's the question.
You're your own boss now at the same time, right? So
that's the question, right? And people in your studio, they shooting Black Panther there, you know what I'm saying, doing all type of stuff like that. So he is that dude.
Another Medea there.
That's the question.
Then that means you like. Then that means you like to do it. At that
Absolutely.
That's why I said we're gonna talk about that offline.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
We're gonna move to this. Go ahead.
Wait. One more. It's an honorable mention one that I had to pull up. I do not think Jerry Seinfeld's funny. His show's not funny to me. Nothing about Seinfeld's funny to me.
Dry comedy.
No. But it's not a cultural thing though. It's like, at first you think it's cultural.
I like Seinfeld.
That's what I'm saying. So Black people like Seinfeld, Asian people like Seinfeld, white people, everybody like Seinfeld. I never liked it. I never got it. I never understood why people liked it. So that's my honorable mention. Someone tell me why you like it.
I like Jerry Seinfeld.
Okay.
I don't watch the Seinfeld show because of the Kramer thing.
Right.
Like, I just can't get that out my head, so I can't do it. But I like Jerry Seinfeld because I like that type of dry humor, right? So because I'm like a huge fan of like dry humor and sarcasm and everything else, that's why I kind of like Seinfeld, like the delivery and everything else. So I can respect that. Show, I mean, I like the show until at some point when Kramer did what Kramer did, and after that, I can't really mess with it, right? Because that's all I could see. But I mean, I can see why people don't like it. I can see.
Yeah, I always wanted to see why people did. And then also, though, I think he's very talented, though, because he's able to do what he does. You know what I'm saying? He's a great. Like, you think about it, he's a great,
absolutely,
great comedian. But I never got into it. Someone told me Hannibal Buress is the Black Seinfeld.
I'm not.
I don't know who that is.
Like the way he. Like,
yeah. But I see. I see the
comparison.
Comparisons, but like the way he is kind of like, he'll tell a joke. Yeah. If you're not listening to the joke, it's gonna go right over
your head. Yeah,
you're gonna go like, what is he talking about? And it's dry. So that's my honorable mention because I was gonna throw that in before Tyler Perry, but I said Tyler Perry. Nah, I gotta go with Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Seinfeld kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you ever saw the show. I think it was HBO, but like Curb Your Enthusiasm, that kind of comedy.
That's the same thing.
Same guy, like Larry David.
Larry Davis, right? Exactly.
Larry David.
Yep.
I would say Larry David, like shooting up the spot.
Larry Davis.
Yeah, Larry Davis.
Fugitive. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move to rapid fire. I'm gonna take Chid on this one because he stay ducking me. You can't duck the camera though, beloved.
Okay.
For real.
All right. So I got two rappers, right? You gotta pick one. The other one you can't listen to again, and their music is out of your memory.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So the one you don't pick, you can't ever listen to.
Listen to.
And you don't even remember any of the songs.
All right, let me take some sip of water first.
Real.
All right. We got Rick Ross or AZ.
It's easy sofa.
That's tough, bro.
I know, it's rapid fire. That's how we do.
For real. It ain't gonna be easy.
And I can't listen to the other one.
You don't even remember them.
You know the rules.
Like who? Like who?
That's what he said.
Yeah, like who's that? Like who's that?
That's what he said. Come on, Chid.
Give me AZ.
Yeah, okay. Right. I thought you were gonna go there.
His first couple albums, Pieces of a Man.
Pieces of a Man.
Yeah, even always
too.
The format
Asiatic was dope too.
That's Asiatic. Like those albums are like classics for me, right? Ross got a lot of really good albums and a lot of really good music, but if I had to pick one, I'm gonna go AZ.
All right, no doubt. All right, so I got one for you. Same type of scenario. Two rappers. One, can't listen to his music ever again.
Okay.
All right, out of your mind, don't know who he is, doesn't exist to you. Two rappers are Big or Hove.
Big.
Big is who you keep.
Big is who I'm keeping. Correct. Big is who I'm keeping.
Say that straight quick. All right, man.
Big is who I'm keeping.
All right, Chid. Better Nas verse feature.
Ooh.
Better Nas feature.
Yes.
Nas featuring on the song. Just trying to be clear. Okay.
Yes.
Answer the question with the question.
You got verbal intercourse.
Of course.
Or
It's
Mine, a Mobb Deep joint.
Ooh.
Holly Berry Blue
Kiss at the
Verbal intercourse.
Yeah, that's all.
I go there too.
Favorite Nas verses.
Yeah. Vaughn, you go there too, right, Vaughn?
Yeah,
that cadence of verbal intercourse is insane.
That's why I can hear it. Like even though it's mine, it's a dope.
Not look everything.
It's tough.
No, it's tough, but that
he was like a machine gun spitting that verse on verbal intercourse.
Yeah, but that Halle Berry Blue Kiss at the Barbra Streisand
concert.
But
like the picture of it, I pictured everything he was saying.
That's what Nas does, though. Nas paints pictures. Always has. So I mean, you always gonna get that.
All right, I got this one for you, Tone. This is a sports one. One shot, one player. That's it. One shot, one player. LeBron James or Dame Lillard?
One shot.
One shot. That's it. One shot to win the game. Doesn't matter.
Dang. You take it too long.
One shot.
You take it too long.
One shot will go down. I want to make sure I understood correctly. One shot.
Yeah, you got to make sure you understood.
Yeah, Dame.
All right, this is my last one for you. All right, Chid. You got Mixtape Wayne. Or Mood Music Joe Budden.
Mood Music Joe Budden.
Okay, I agree.
Even though Mixtape Wayne had that run, but I like my music emo sometimes,
like emo.
Like
Joe was at his best then.
You want to feel it, yeah.
I feel like that Mood Music got me through a couple spots, right? But no disrespect to Mixtape Wayne because that run with no ceilings, especially, was critical, right? Critical time in rap. But that Mood Music, which is probably slept on for many, right? Because many probably have no idea what those Mood Musics were like. And if you were to go back to them, all of the joints don't hit, but the ones that did, for me, I remember, right? So I like the Mood Music, definitely.
All
right. So last one, bring it to the music tip. All right. Better artists. So I'm saying artists, body of work. All right. Make sure I put that out there.
All right, okay, let's get the criteria of what an artist is. Okay, body of work. Okay, all right.
Ryan McKnight
Mm-hmm.
or R. Kelly?
Oh, that's easy.
Kels.
All right.
Kels has a better body of work. I think Brian McKnight's a better singer, but Kels has a better overall body of work.
You know,
His
Brian
personal life.
Also writer.
Body of work. I'm just talking about body of work in terms of what the songs that R. Kelly came out with versus what Brian McKnight came out with. R. Kelly got a better body of work, yeah.
And we do not support the charges, R. Kelly.
Absolutely.
I was about to say, I can't listen to Kel's like.
No, I don't listen to it.
You know what?
But I could like the music was crazy. It's just
it was.
I can't bump it.
Music is music, right?
It hurts me not to be able to play it, but I don't play it.
To be honest with you, but
I don't play it.
And shout out to Brian McKnight. We did a show with him, so I mean, no slight to that, but
You should have picked him.
Yo, I got an honorable mention one. Always coming more in the clip. All right, if we want to do that, 112 or Drew Hill.
112 or Drew Hill. Better body of work.
Yeah.
Who you like better?
Yeah.
No, what is the question? What I like better or better body of work? It's two different questions.
He is right.
Is it two different questions?
It's two different answers.
That's the real question.
It's two different answers. Like he said that.
I like Drew Hill better, but 112 has a better body of work.
I knew it was gonna be.
112 got more hits, better body of work. Yeah, but I like Drew. I'm a huge Drew Hill fan.
Cool. All right, woman. This was definitely fun, man.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
Appreciate y'all pulling up.
Thanks for having us, man.
Yeah, definitely, no doubt. You can catch the Great Minds podcast everywhere. Podcasts are played and YouTube. Follow us on IG at the Great Minds Podcast and on Twitter at the Great Minds P1. Salute to the homies. Appreciate
follow
having
them
you
too.
on, man.
Follow them too.
Rest in peace, Breonna Taylor. Definitely still.
Yes, absolutely. Same name,
man.
man.
Freedom is not free.
Facts. All right, y'all. Peace.
Great minds think alike. Great Minds Podcast. Great minds think alike. Great Minds Podcast. Great minds think alike. Great Minds Podcast. Great minds think alike. Let's rock. You're now tuned into the Great Minds Podcast. 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 Derrick and Vaughn, oh boy, like Cam on a song. Culture safe now, thank God. The panic is gone. Time to heal from the pain. Take the bandages off. You gotta win. The stakes are high like a cannabis bomb. Okay, it's game time. Picture with the balls. That's a FaceTime. Great minds spreading faster than a rumor through the grapevine. Vaughn and Derrick, deserve the merit. All salute. It's more than just a podcast. Show is like a movie. Vaughn and Derrick, what up? Great minds think alike. It's the Great Minds Podcast. Great minds think alike. It's the Great Minds Podcast. Great minds think alike. It's the Great Minds Podcast. Great minds think alike. You're now tuned into the Great Minds Podcast. You're now tuned into the Great Minds Podcast. You're now tuned into the Great Minds Podcast. You're now tuned into the Great Minds Podcast.